this session and kind of the issues that you deal with.
Thank you. I think all of our participants got an early start and they did very well. The members and also the people who might be testifying from Northern Virginia or Martinsville or wherever, they could just hop on Zoom. They didn't have to get in their car and drive down. So that was an advantage of having the Zoom. This session, we had a lot of, the subcommittee says, this deals a lot with procurement, and that's contracts, like contracts with state organizations, the labor relations, what are the different guidelines for contracts for procurement, what's put out there. So we have that, and we have FOIA, the public information questions and so forth that come forth. I think one of the questions that we were asked to talk about, should I go ahead and do that now? Or should we wait? The FOIA bill.
For the Q&A? I think why don't we wait till the Q&A session? Yep.
But I think our biggest thing where we had just a number of bills that had to do with contracts, procurements, and so forth, and that was our biggest time consumption. And also, I think people worked very diligently, and always it's a privilege to be involved in that committee and see all the folks that come together and provide input and really try to discern the best way forward for our committee.
Yeah, so Betsy, so speaking of procurement, you had a really big bill come through that passed the House, didn't quite make it out of the Senate, but I suspect we're going to see this again.
Yes, that was what I would say. They said, what do you want to see next year? And I would imagine we will see aspects of that being coming back again and trying to get through something definitely with that.
Yeah. So you want to describe maybe the issue? And so this deals with the governor's study showing that with state procurement that small and women-owned and minority-owned businesses are very underrepresented.
That's right. And so the SWAM group and so forth were very concerned about that. There had been a governor's executive order, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. And so this bill was trying to codify that executive order and also include the findings of the diversity study, what had happened and why we had so many, why the numbers of contracts given to SWAM and business owners, women business owners, was so low. So it was an effort to correct that, move forward in a positive. Thank you. I'll just mention, since 2004 was Delegate Hurst's bill, and let him take the floor on that one. The 1931 bill, which passed the House uncontested and then passed the Senate 28-11. And it was a bill that was recommended by the FOIA Council, and it had the support from the Virginia Municipal League and the Virginia Association of Counties. Basically, if a member of a public body cannot come to a physical meeting due to a family member's medical condition that requires the member to provide care for them, then the member can notify the chair of the public body, and then they can participate in the meeting electronically. Also, the bill clarifies that members can participate in an electronic meeting due to a personal matter up to 2 times or 25% of the meetings each calendar year. So this was a balance of allowing people to take care of their personal responsibilities and take advantage of virtual meeting. At the same time, not letting it go so far that people could just go the whole time and do virtual meetings. However, we have to add, during the pandemic, that has been a kind of helpful thing during this time. And that will change when we no longer have the state of emergency. But I think we all realize and recognize the advantage of having virtual meetings for community meetings, for board meetings, and so forth. So particularly my view on this is that prior to the passage and introduction of this legislation, and also prior to the pandemic, restrictions on attending a public meeting virtually for a member of a board I think were too restrictive, and they didn't recognize the various family members that individuals have, particularly for women. And so I was very glad to see this recommendation for you, the FOIA Council pass the General Assembly. And I think it's a really good move.